Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Phay, and welcome to the channel. So, why did the barber win the race? He took a shortcut. Today, we're taking a look at an expansion for Novacry, and it's this little guy right here, and this is Dark Suns. So, this is an expansion box that's going to add a few more cards. It's going to have some new ships, new captains, some elite crew, and everything else for your Novacry game. Now, I don't know if this little card box is even available anymore. I couldn't really find much out on it, but I happened to get a copy of it, and I do like the game Novacry, so I figured, well, why not? Let's go down to the table, let's open up, and let's see what's on the inside. All right, folks, here we go. This is Dark Suns, an expansion for Novacry. Okay, and like I said, I don't know if you have this, if this is available anymore, but I know they talked about Novacry coming back out. All right, and if it does, this is some stuff that we actually may see. So I kind of want to give you guys an idea of what may be out there. Okay, now I know the text in the back of this box is really small, so what I'm trying to do is see if I can actually get the plastic off of this thing without destroying everything. So that way it makes that back really easier to read so we can see everything that's going to come in this. Okay. Now I'll tell you, I played Novacry. I like Novacry. I think it is actually a really fun game, really unique drafting. But here you go. Okay, so we're gonna get some new ship cards in this pack, and they can be mixed in with the other ships. Good deal. All right, the elite recruits can be taken in place of drawing a scientist, doctor, engineer, and that's kind of cool. I really want to see what those look like. So at least everyone's going to have that one elite recruit. Okay. You can replace all the alien crew member cards with anyone's in this pack. So you're going to get a different variety there. And you can replace your level 4 action cards with the action cards in this pack. Okay, so it's just going to be just a small little deck of cards. But what do they look like? Okay, so let's see if we can get this opened up. Now, okay, so what do we have here? If we look at the back, got our engineer and our scientist. So we have those two right there. Okay, we'll take a look there. All right. Okay, so that is your engineer. Of course, this is going to be your scientist. Okay, so we get a look there. Now, we're going to have a couple crew cards. We're going to have some alien crew cards. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, look at that. There's more engineer and scientists. They're all kind of mixing. I'll tell you what, let's do this. This is going to make it a whole lot easier. Your engineer and scientist, your crew. Oh, and there we go. We got a couple captains, got a couple ships. Oh, and then there's your doctors. Okay, so this is going to make things a whole lot easier. So engineer, scientist, engineer, scientist, engineer, scientist. Are we having fun yet? All right, so I'll tell you what, let's just do it like this. Here's our scientists, okay? And we'll just kind of put them down right there. Okay, there's your second one, and there's your third one. All right, now for the doctors, okay? Let's take a look at those doctors and see what they have, okay? All right, so we're going to get to definitely, are these all going to be the same cards? Yeah, so those all actually look like they're all the same cards. I wasn't even paying attention to the first one. So I know the artwork is the same on all of them. Yeah, they are. Okay, they are. The artwork's the same on all of them, so I wasn't even looking at the text. All right, so let's look at the alien crew. All right, now I don't know if we're going to have any duplicates in here. Yeah, we are. So like, there's your mutineers. Okay, so we're going to get that little mutineer card. All right, right, and I think if it's the way everything else is, we're going to get 3 of every card. Okay, so we discard a card. To discard your current captain, draw a new one of your choice, except during a ship battle or a captain duel. Okay, you're going to get your planet guide. Okay, discard during your discovery roll to choose any dice roll of your choice. Oh, very nice. Okay, and that's just that planet guide. And as usual, it looks like we're probably going to get 3 of those, so that was a good chance of those even coming out. You have your galactic investigator. Discard him to double the number of intel points you have. Oh my gosh. You know, and those intel points are actually really critical because you need those intel points to do a whole bunch of stuff. And then the very last one, of course, is going to be the prisoner. All right, so when you dock at a wild planet, you may give this alien crew member to another opponent and score 2 points. Another way of getting victory points. Now you're going to give them the opportunity to get those couple points, but that may be the 2 points you need to win the game. Now we're going to get a couple more ship cards. I always love new ship cards. We got a 2 combat, we got a 2 warp, 12 damage. But you may play 2 additional action cards on your turn, which is cool. And 3 combat. He's only a 1 warp, 14 hit points, but he's got Rampage 3. So when declaring a ship battle, instead of doing battle, you can just deal damage to to each opponent equal to their ship's weapon up to 3 times this game. Holy mackerel. That is a really cool card. That is an incredible card. Now, let's take a look at our captains. Okay, these are the new captains we're going to add in. Lord Braytalix. Okay, lead 2. All right, so you're going to gain +2 to all of their skills, or your crew members gain. Oh, holy moly. And Dynasty 2, if Lady, yeah, whatever. Okay, if his wife's in the game, okay, and is not knocked out or destroyed, gain 2 additional points when docked at a planet. And there is his wife. She has Hunt 2. She can spend 2 fewer intel points when declaring a ship battle. Nice. Okay, and if her husband's in the game and not knocked out and destroyed, to gain 2 points. Very cool. I like how those work together. Really unique, really interesting. Now, we have our crew. Okay, and who do we have? We have elite recruit, elite recruit. Okay, so these all look to be the same. So these are the elite recruit that you can actually get. All right, and he is going to allow you to play any action card with a skill rating of 1 or less. This crew member cannot be knocked out. So everyone can have 1 elite crew. All right, and there you go. Okay, so these are cards you're going to be able to add to your deck. Like I said, your scientists, everything else, those elite crew, everybody can have at least 1, but I do like the new captains. I do like the new ships and everything else. All right, and they're just going to go in this little box. Now, the nice thing is they're easily going to be able to fit in a core game box, so that way you don't have to have this little box all floating around. But there you go. That is Nova Cry, the Dark Sun expansion. All right, let's head up top and close this out. All right, folks, there you go. That is the Dark Suns expansion for Nova Cry. Okay, just this little box right there. It's just going to have a few cards are in it. All right, like I said, it's going to give you a couple more captains, a couple more ships. You're going to get those elite crew. I do like those, and you're also going to get a couple more cards. You're just going to be able to mix into your core game. Like I said, I don't know if this is even available, if you can even find a copy of it. Nova Cry's been, I'm pretty sure it's out of print, but they are talking about bringing it back, and I'd like to see this come back as well. Okay, fun little game. Glad I had this little box, and I can't wait to give it a try and add that into my game and see actually how it plays. Well, thank you once again for joining me today. As always, I please ask you to like this video on YouTube, Board Game Geek, Facebook, or even on X. Please leave me a comment on any one of those platforms, and I'll get to those comments as soon as I can. And also, folks, if you like the videos I do here, if you haven't done so already, I humbly ask you to click on that subscription button and even click on the bell and be notified when I drop new videos. And also, folks, if you like the videos I do here, I also post videos over on the Discriminating Gamers channel. Over there, we'll do some unboxings, playthroughs, and reviews. I'll leave a link to Cody's channel down in the details below. So what do you call 2 guys hanging out by a window? Kurt and Rod.